What's up, YouTube? Zero here. Welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, I'm going to be taking on the Velkhana and giving you some tips and tricks about this battle in Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. So in this video, you're going to see the gameplay. It's going to be epic, of course, because this thing is a beast. And I'm going to read over Red's notes and talk about Red's notes throughout this video. They are imperative. I recommend getting them all before you take on the Velkhana, just in case you forget what's in this video. But hopefully, this video does help you out defeat this ice dragon. Before I get into it, I do want to say that if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin content. I do a bunch of other video game videos and mystery box unboxing videos, so check those out as well after this video has completed. Without further ado, let's talk about the Velkhana. So there are 9 notes that you can find relating to the Velkhana that Red has left behind. Of course, you're going to be searching this ice cave, and if that didn't give it away, the Velkhana is an ice-type elder dragon. So the first and 9th note tell you as much. Red's first note, discovered an elder dragon able to control the cold. Took notes on its strategy. Changes after some number of turns. And its 9th note, fire element's attacks seem to work well. Ice doesn't seem to have any effect. So those two are pretty straightforward. You're going to want to use fire type monsters if you do have them. And that's pretty much it. That's all you get out of the first 2 notes. Really, you don't want to use an ice and you do want to use a fire. That's pretty much it. Also notice that it does change up its attack after some number of turns. However, Red does let you know how many number of turns. So number 2, if it begins with an immediate powerful attack, it will follow up with power, and speed. Now, I don't like this note. This note is very misleading. It will begin with a power attack. That's 1 power attack. Then it'll hit you with a 2nd power attack. So 2 power attacks, and then it'll go speed. The note kind of makes it seem like it'll go 3 power attacks. That's not right. 2 power attacks and then a speed. That's how it leads off the battle. So what you want to do is you want to lead with a speed type monster. I led with the Nargacuga. Then once it flipped to that speed type move, I came out with my Astalos in order to counter it. So to counter the power, you want a speed type monster, preferably fire. I didn't have one. And then to counter the speed, you want a technical type monster. I came out with my Astalos. Unfortunately, not fire, but it was a technical that does counter the speed. So the 3rd note, if it uses Tail Sting, it will follow with 2 technical attacks. So what you want to do is you want to break out your fire type monster that does power damage. So me, I have my Brachiodeos, and what's great about the Brachiodeos is that it is a fire type monster. Honestly, there are a bunch of good power fire type monsters in this game, so you shouldn't have trouble finding a fire power type monster. Brachiodeos, your Rathalos, Raytheon, and that's another thing that I have. Even though the Raytheon isn't doing a ton of damage, I chose Cheval as my partner because he does have his Wrathy, which is a fire type monstie. When you are attacking an ice type monster, you're probably not going to want to go with an ice type monster. Break out those fire type monsters. So breaking out Cheval, asking him to accompany me on this Velkhana battle with his Raytheon that is also fire is absolutely fantastic. So if you are looking for a speed type fire monster, get a Raytheon. Now, note number 4. Watch out for the Hyper Freeze. It will follow with 2 speed attacks. So, break out your technical type monster after it utilizes Hyper Freeze. That's going to be extremely important. Note number 5. When it's using Freezing Fog, it will repeat technical and power attacks. That's the time to use kinship skills. So we just saw it use Tail Sting. We have to go back to note 3. It's going to follow me with 2 technical attacks. So I'm keeping my Brachiodeos in there, and we just went through the first technical attack. Now it's going to go to a second technical attack. So just be aware that Tail Sting means it's going to do 2 technical attacks. Now, although I have my kinship ability, I haven't gotten to the point where I need to use it yet. Remember Red's note that we just read over. When it's using Freezing Fog, it will repeat technical and power attacks. So let's wait until it uses that Freezing Fog until I utilize that ride. The time you may want to use ride is if you do want to heal up, but really you want to listen to Red's notes. If you're really low on health, you don't want to use a mega potion for whatever reason or a full heal potion, then maybe you want to use it. But I would listen to Red's notes because it does make the battle that much easier. So we're holding on to our kinship ability. Unfortunately, Cheval did not read Red's notes. I asked him. I told him, Cheval, we're about to go into this battle. Do you want to read Red's notes? They're very informative. They're going to help us win. He said, nah, man, I don't need those notes. I'm a powerful monster hunter. I am on point with my kinship abilities. We got this in the bag. And I looked at him and said, all right, man, whatever you say, but these notes are going to help me out. So make sure you read them. Don't be like Cheval. When it's about to do a powerful type move and you don't know if it's going to attack you, I recommend using Guard. You saw me there. Use Guard when you don't know what move it's going to go for. It's going to save your life. The Velkhana can hit and take away your hearts in one swift move. So using Guard is going to protect you when you don't know what it's going to hit you with. Or when you don't know or can't, you know what's coming, but you can't head-to-head attack it. You know you're going to get hit. So use Guard. Utilize a sword and shield and use Guard if it's about to use Tail Sting. But we just saw it use Tail Sting. I used Guard to protect my health, and then 2 technical attacks. We knew it was coming. So now these 2 technical attacks came and went. I don't know what's coming, so I'm using Guard again. That's important in this battle. When you don't know what's about to come, or if you have an idea that a powerful move is coming that you can't counter with those head-to-heads, use Guard to protect yourself. So now it used the Freezing Fog, and we know from note 5, when it's using Freezing Fog, it will repeat technical and power attacks. This is also the time to use our kinship ability. So now we're going to utilize our kinship ability when we can, and we're going to recognize that it's going back and forth between technical and power attacks. While it's in Freezing Fog, note 6, after the 6th turn of Freezing Fog, it unleashes a big attack. Break the fog before that happens. So I don't allow the Velkhana to get to the 6th turn within its Freezing Fog. You shouldn't either. Listen to Red. Don't ignore Red's advice. Even though you may want to. You may want to see what happens. It may be a key for disaster. If you want to go down, if you want to lose some hearts, then just see what happens after the 6th turn. Let me know in the comment section what happens after the 6th turn, because honestly, I don't know. I'm curious as to what attack the Velkhana unleashes. So let me know in the comment section. Now, number 7. When it doesn't go head-to-head, you can assume it's gearing up for a powerful attack. So I already alluded to this earlier in the video. If it's going to utilize a powerful attack, i.e., it's not targeting a person in your party, you or your Brachiodeos, Cheval, or his Wrathy, it doesn't have that line between you. It means he's going for a powerful attack. That's when I recommend using Guard, just so you can protect yourself and you won't lose a heart. It should not kill you if you're utilizing Guard, unless you are too low of a level for this battle. Now I just used my kinship ability because we went back to note 5. When it's using Freezing Fog, it will repeat technical and power attacks, and that's the time to use kinship abilities. So we've gotten it down. We haven't read over note 8. Note 8 is actually pretty important. Use these attack types. Blunt for the head, slashing for the body, and piercing for the tail. Nothing else works. Red's notes, read them and weep. That is all 9 notes. So hopefully these notes help you defeat this Velkhana. Let me know in the comment section if you've defeated this Velkhana. How many times did it take you? Were you able to defeat it on the first try? Or did it take you a few times to defeat it? Did you listen to Red's notes or did you go rogue? Let me know in the comments section. I am curious to see what worked and what didn't work for you against the Velkhana. We are coming down to the end of the video. My Brachiodeos really showed up. Red's notes were absolutely fantastic. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and for me, the weekend's coming up. If it is for you, I hope you have a great weekend. If not, I hope you have a great week. And until next time, peace.